5 Easy Steps for Australian PR Success. Today's video highlights the 5 steps you need to follow to see if you are eligible to apply for permanent residency via the General Skilled Migration pathway. So, keep watching to learn more. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who also aspire to become Australian permanent residents. First step is to select your profession. For starters, you have to identify the best suited occupation based on your education and work experience. There are several lists, such as MLTSSL, ROL, or STOL, with occupations that make you eligible to apply for the General Skilled Migration pathway. This is a critical step in which you are responsible for accurately identifying your occupation. You may use ANZSCO occupation description as a resource to streamline the process. Next, we have the skill assessment. You need to secure a positive skill assessment to apply for a General Skilled Migration visa. The skill assessment confirms if your education and work experience are up to Australian standards. There is a separate skill assessor for each occupation. For instance, Trade Recognition Australia assesses the skills of workers in trade occupations. Similarly, Engineers Australia is responsible for assessing the skills of engineering occupations. The relevant occupation lists have all the relevant skills assessors for different occupations. There is a different set of education and work experience requirements for every occupation. Some also have English requirements. You are advised to check the official website to find out the exact requirements for your desired occupation. For instance, you need a relevant Certificate 3 trade qualification, along with 3 years of full-time work experience for some trades occupations. However, there is no English requirement for this. On the other hand, you have to meet the English language requirement to secure a positive skill assessment to become a primary school teacher. You also need a minimum of 4 years of full-time or part-time equivalent higher education, along with at least 45 days of placement. There is no need to have any work experience post-qualification. The third step is to go through state occupation lists and other visa requirements. This is a highly critical step, especially if you want to apply for the regional nominated or state nominated visa. The state or territory governments are allowed to nominate a visa holder to fill job vacancies in occupations facing a massive shortage of skilled workers. Each state can also have an entirely different list of occupations with unique requirements to invite specific workers. You can review the specific state or territory websites to see which professions are in demand and the requirements you have to fulfill for different locations. It is possible that Queensland is inviting accountants, but NSW is not doing the same. Similarly, Western Australia could be catering to onshore applicants employed in a required occupation. You may need to have a minimum work experience of 8 years to become eligible if you are an offshore applicant going for South Australia. Every state has a unique list and requirements to fulfill. So, ensure to go through the information fully. Now it's time for the fourth step: file an expression of interest. Your next step is to lodge an expression of interest or points test after obtaining a full skill assessment and reviewing the state lists and requirements. All applicants have to pass a points test to get an invitation to apply for the visa. 65 points are required to submit an expression of interest for General Skilled Migration. It goes without saying your chances of receiving an invitation to apply increase if you score higher points. Applicants are awarded points based on specific attributes, like work experience, qualification, age, English proficiency, relationship status, and so on. You can also name the state and visa you would like to apply for on the expression of interest. Finally, you can now file your visa application. You can use your immigration account to file your visa application after receiving the state nomination by providing documentation containing information about your personal details, education, work experience, etc. Applying for a visa is not as complicated as the process of securing the invitation. We have reached the end of today's video update. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Thanks for watching.